Good morning, everybody! It's 10 a.m. It's Sunday morning. It is a beautiful day out here in Carpinteria, California, home of Studio B9, the place that will be the best place from 10 to 11. Today it's time for the Dennis and Laura Pancake Breakfast Show. There you go. Another rousing flapjack introduction.
Flapjack is well named.
Yes.
Just sounds like who he is.
Yep. Just fun and I don't know what else.
Welcoming.
Fun and welcoming and full of flour and butter and syrup.
That's right.
We got pancakes on the griddle, we got eggs getting broken, we got bacon, can't you hear it sizzle? We got oatmeal, we got syrup, we got butter, feels like something's missing, well, I wonder where it's at. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? It's time to start the show. Well, I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling pretty groggy. My notes are kinda achy and my brain is kinda foggy. Take a shower and a shave, I'm looking pretty good. Feel good up in the kitchen and I find out something. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? It's time to start the show. We got pancakes on the griddle. We got eggs, they're all broken. We got bacon. Can't you hear it sizzle? We got oatmeal, we got syrup, we got butter, but feels like something's missing. Well, I wonder where it's at. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the show. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? I don't know. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Well, it's time to start the Dennis and Laura, Laura and Dennis, Pancake Breakfast Show. Well, hello, everybody. And just like they did back in the old days, we're at the chuck wagon. Cookie would go ahead and grab that big old wrought iron triangle and yell, "Come and get it!" And all the old cowpokes would come a-running, fill their plates with beans and various, probably some bread of some kind, probably some a skillet with some kind of biscuit.
Biscuits, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Biscuits.
Or something like that. Out on the trail.
Out on the trail. Cookie was a popular dude.
Oh,
first thing in the
yeah.
morning.
He always treated Cookie good.
Yeah. He had coffee going.
If you didn't, he'd short you. He'd ladle out less beans for you.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want that. Well, I'm just going to start greeting people because I can. Yes, the accordion is back. At least for a few weeks. That's a whole thing in itself. But anyway, let's see. Who have we got here? Where's my mirror? Oh, everything's all askew. Now I remember why I used to sit on that side. It's because I play my accordion this way and now I bump into you a little bit. Anyway, hi everyone. Look at all of those friendly, curious faces out there, waiting to see what we have in store for you today. Well, kind of the usual silliness. I'm just going to go to my electronic device and see there's Kathy Luna. Hey, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. Robert Parker. Hi, Robert.
Hello, Robert.
Good to see you. I bet you're going over to the mud puddle today. It's sold out today.
Wow.
I know. For him to know this soon, that's pretty cool. And there's Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Good morning to you. Over there in New York City. Aaron is here. Aaron and the gang. Hi there. Looking forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks. There's Marion and Jack. It is a gorgeous Sunday morning, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. What a day.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular, I have to say. Sounds like a good day to go out and buy light bulbs.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
We could do that.
Got that going on. And Cynthia's here. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning to you, Betty. Nice to see you. There's B. Hey, B. There's a really great piece on B, self-written, about her career, and it's in the Columbus Dispatch today with a lovely picture of you, Belinda. Really very cool. I'd like to have your permission to repost it because, gosh, what an interesting person she is, as well as
Well, we
being
knew that already.
a stellar friend and a fantastic writer. Anyway, thank you for sharing that with me this morning. She says it's cloudy, 42 degrees, and they're under a flood advisory. Please.
Oh no, she's in that area.
Please send floaties. I've got a really cool floaty too. And let's see. Robert is mud puddle bound. Well, say hi to everybody over there, you know. Because if we could, we would just be over there every Sunday. But we can't, so
Can't be over there every Sunday.
we're there in spirit.
We're there, yeah.
Well,
Who knows? Maybe we'll make a quick trip and be one of Los Horribles. Is it Horribles? Or does he just say Los Horribles? I can't remember. I've only seen it written out.
yeah, I know, that's right. Ooh. Gotta tune it up here. I don't need my shades. I mean my readers. I don't need them. I'm not reading that.
She put a penny on the railroad track. Steel was crushed that penny flat. She picked up the copper, it was high. she once knew. And laughed and sang and ran and played with a pocket full of change. She fed a quarter in the meter. She hopes an hour is all she'll need. Tail's precious is all she's got. Some force coins on the shelf and a coffee pot. Boy, she's saving for a rainy day when she'll need a pocket full of change. Well, baby's blind and like it's dumb. Raven's fine and cussing's fun. She knows exactly where she's from, but not exactly where she's going. She's just knowing that she needs a little change. She put Penny on the railroad track. That old train ain't coming back. And a penny ain't worth nothing these days. When you picked it up, bang on, you got a pocket full of change. Pocket full of change. Pocket full of change.
Marion, that is the highest compliment a songwriter can
That's
get.
right. If it's in your brains like that, boy, that's cool. Cool to hear.
I do the same thing. But, often it is the railroad track because when we walk down to the beach, we cross the railroad tracks every time.
Yep.
So often that we will spy a penny. But I pick them up off the sidewalk too. So I saw somebody come in I didn't greet. Oh, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Good morning to you.
Yes. Excuse me. Sorry for you folks out there where it's sunny. This is This is the day. This is why you pay that extra rent in California
Yeah.
for a day like today.
Yeah. Worth it. It's beautiful. Looking for a word.
Relic.
I know that one. It's not lift like wellness. Okay, I got it. A relic of a rose, faded and dusty. Les du the rose s'achève flétrie. Le plafond perdu, cette rose que tu offris. A relic of a rose, a love that could never be. So I must let you go with this rose you gave to me. Nice harmonics there, my friend.
Why, thanks. Thank you.
So pretty. Ah,
See, some people don't, you ever see these guitar players at the open mic and they do this? They would do like that.
yep, I've seen him do it.
See him do it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
I
What it
can
does?
hear it, yeah. Yeah, it's actually kind of a cool
It does a little tremolo effect.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Robert says he picks up his guitar and sings along.
Wow, that's cool. That's even cooler.
Very cool.
Wouldn't it be cool if you went to a concert and they had a section where you could bring your own guitar and play along?
Yeah, we
And it
should
would just be a bunch of guys.
a bunch of guys playing
Just a
along.
bunch of weirdos sitting there playing their guitars along with the act.
There could be chicks involved too.
Right.
Maybe we should start something.
Well, we should start something like that. We'll start a venue and there'll be a little area where you could play.
Right, but they have to sing your songs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just thinking in general. Let's say you went to that concert of, let's say,
Jason Isbell.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could sit in a little section and you could go like
And
play along with them.
does he get to sing? He gets to sing.
Well, he's singing the song. I mean, this is just a soundproofed area of the venue
Got it.
where a bunch of idiots go, and rather than listen to the song,
Right. Yeah.
they
They get
sit
to
there
play
and play
along.
along with it.
Yeah, I would do it. I would
Or
go.
maybe somebody should just do that. They just have like the.
I think I saw Mark Walker come in. Yep, there he is. And then, did I say hi to you, Kathy Luna? I can't remember if I did.
She
I
was
think
the
I
first
did.
one in, I think.
Oh, she was the first one in. Well, anyway, there she is. So nice to see all of you cats today. This lovely day. I think I play melodica on this.
I just have to see if. Oops. Okay, good.
What?
A little cheat sheet. Maybe this needs to be slower. She stood on the rock and sang. She sang and strummed her guitar. On the rock she made her stand. No one else was watching. Her voice cried loud and long, swept by the four winds, carried far throughout the sky. She stood on the rock and sang. She stood on the rock and sang. She sang and strummed her guitar. The chords boats filled up the river, flowed like fingers reaching, waving through the stream, streaming to the sea, splashing on the banks. She stood on the rock and sang. Will anybody hear? Will anybody feel? Will anybody see that some things should be sacred? She stood on the rock and sang. She stood on the rock and sang. She sang and strummed her guitar. Every strum became a drum, summoned all the people. The rhythm met the land, trembled through the earth, beat into the bones. She stood on the rock and sang. Can you hear? Can you feel? Can you see that everything is sacred? Everything is sacred. She stood on the rock and sang. She stood on the rock and sang. She sang and strummed her guitar on the sacred stone where the earth and the sky and the river asked for safety. A voice cried not alone, swept by the four winds, carried across the sky, rumbling through the ground, raging in the river's current. She stood on the rock and sang. She stood on the rock and sang. She stood on the rock and sang.
I feel like we're not quite in tune.
That's, yes, I agree.
And I have no way to tune this sucker, so.
Well, let's see. What do we got coming up? Because you're going to play accordion on the next one, and the next
Right.
one after that. Probably the next one after that. So,
Actually, I'm not playing any more melodica.
yeah.
Seem to be in tune with the accordion. I don't know. Kind of weird.
Well,
We got some hearts for that. Thanks, you guys. I can't do that because I'm pounding my stitches. My stitches are still a little bit sensitive. Hey, Mark Walker, if you're still here, how's Jan doing? She's about 5 weeks ahead of me on the hip replacement. And yesterday started to be a pretty good day for me, and then today is even better. So I think I've kind of turned the corner. Ditched the walker, just about ready to ditch the cane, to the point that I'm leaving it places because I don't need it. It's pretty miraculous, modern science.
Laura, remember that show? I mean, we got an age group here that would remember the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman.
Yeah, that's
those
me.
TV shows.
Yeah, I remember them. I can't remember their names.
They all got cracked up in accidents, and then modern science of the 1970s.
We can rebuild him.
We can rebuild him. Well, Laura has the contact. She's got the lens replacements.
Yep.
In the eyeballs.
Yep.
She's got the hip replacement, and she's soon to have a little heart thing.
Right now I have a loop recorder which monitors my heart 24/7, but it hasn't been successful, unfortunately. So it's pacemaker time for me, you guys. In
She's
about
gonna
a
have
month.
a pacemaker.
Oh, actually, a couple of weeks.
Are you gonna name it Jerry?
Yeah, totally. I would totally name it Jerry. Or some people pronounced it Gary in the pacemakers. Guess I should figure that out. Well, anyway, enough of this health banter. What are we doing? Is it time for the wish yet?
Yep.
You guys ready for a wish? I know I am. Okay, so let me get my act together here. Do I have my camera?
There's your camera. Whoops. Didn't read my finger. There it is. Now you got the camera.
I've got my spring crown on, which designates which season we're in. It's important. And boy, is it ever spring here in Santa Barbara. Oh, the flowers are just, the poppies and the mustard. Oh, so incredible. Bright colors. So I'm doing my part by adding daisies. And then I've got my wand. So the way this works is I'm looking hard in there. There's Stryker. Look, Stryker has his sun hat on. I think I heard him say he's going to amble down to the beach later.
Yep.
Looking for more
Get
cats.
some sun.
Okay, so I'm going to count. You're going to formulate your wish. Got your wish? I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to bop Stryker on his nose with my wand, at which point your wish will be granted. So, got your wish? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. May your wish be granted with the power of the wand.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That was a good one, yeah.
Hey, look, I just want to point out to people back there. Look, there's one of the Dennis and Laura tea cups or coffee cups. There's tea in it now. That's why I call it. And look at that pepper shaker back there. And that pepper shaker, that pepper mill, interestingly enough, is made by a drumstick manufacturer, Vic Firth. Vic Firth makes drumsticks, and then they make pepper mills, and I think they made wooden spoons. They made other things that you make on a lathe. So that's just kind of a fun thing. Of course, if you play drums, you have to buy a Vic Firth pepper mill. I don't know if they still make it. And the funny thing was, we didn't find we found it somewhere else. We found it like in a gourmet shop where there was like all this. There was a shelf of Vic Firth things.
Yeah.
So I had to have the pepper mill. And of course, we knew a couple of drummers. I bought a couple of them more to gift to drummers.
Right, but we had to have one.
Yeah.
Sounds like something Ron Swanson would be really into.
That's right. Ron Swanson. Yeah, so there you go. There's that pepper mill. Vic Firth pepper mill right there. in front of our condiment caddy, and some other random things on the counter. But back to camera one.
Back to camera one. Okay, here we are. Yeah, it's kind of wish we probably should have a curtain over that counter. It looks pretty gross right now.
Oh yeah, these people don't care. They're used to our cluttered background.
But thank
Hey,
heavens.
but look at the top over there though. Just another interesting thing over Laura's head. You see up at the very top, there's a pig nose amplifier, and then there is a Leilani red lap steel amplifier. Next to that is a Magnetone Varsity lap steel amplifier, and next to that is another pig nose amplifier.
Which at this
Nobody else cares about that except the guitar player.
I know, but I'm sure they're all fascinated with that though.
And then directly above Stryker's head is you can't really see it, and I can't really aim it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can back out a little.
Maybe.
Nope, we're all up there.
Yeah.
So, but that is a stained glass handmade Tiffany lamp, Tiffany shade that was made by. Before we moved to Santa Barbara, we lived in a house that had been owned by a woman who did stained glass for a living, and she did these beautiful pieces, and that's one of them.
And we just, have kept it all these years, even though we have no place to hang it.
We have no place to put it, but
There's Bill Goodell. Hi, Bill.
hi, Bill.
The hardest working man in show business.
Yeah, he's flying all over the place.
Amp la décoration.
Amps as a decoration.
That's right.
Amp la decoration. What song
will-
we got up? Oh, this one.
I will say that accordion does feel a little bit heavier than usual because my muscles were atrophying, but
She was
I'm
wasting
doing lots
away.
of exercises.
She has no muscle tone.
I have not. Well, but I'm gaining it back.
Yes, she is. Physical therapy.
My physical therapists are fabulous. Got me doing exercises when I was never doing exercises before.
Jesus. She said, Jesus, I know there is no more rock and roll on the radio. No more sacred devil's music. No more beat. Can't dance to it. No more love and no more love that's gone away. She prays to hear some music on the radio again. Save me. She said, save me, I will keep it alive until I can't hear that guitar play. Hear it sing its soul at midnight. Keep on bending till the daylight, till the sun comes up and starts another day. She prays to hear some music on the radio again. She wonders if she's wandered too far away from sunset and the stars and the cars and the boys and the noise and the lights. The beat made her whole and the two gave her sight. And her head danced on the neon light. She said, take me up, I'm falling.
so fun to play that song and to sing it. Hey, Barbara Davis. How are you doing? I have one African violet in full bloom and another one just about ready. The other two are just holding out on me. So that's the report from the African violet farm today.
I still think I'm a little out.
There's your mom. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Mom.
Are you home? I wonder. Are you still in Spokane or are you home? Anyway, good to see you. Let's see, what can we talk about while we're tuning? We're almost through with our binge watch of Parks and Recreation.
That's right.
Now that we have no Severance to watch.
Yeah, now that Severance has been over, but I'm still obsessed with it. I look at all the Reddits, I read listen to the podcasts.
All the conspiracy theories. But here's the thing, you guys. Is anybody else a Severance watcher and a watcher of Parks and Recreation?
Yeah, interestingly enough, we found some things.
Because it's the same guy, right?
Adam Scott's the lead actor.
Adam Scott is in both of them, and there are so many references in Parks and Recreation to waffles. It's just like Waffle City on many, many episodes.
That's right. They had a waffle party at the end of one of the episodes.
They had
and then
a
they had a
marching
marching band. So Severance watchers will know what that's all about.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any spoilers.
No.
But then maybe that would entice you to watch.
Oh, your mom's still in Spokane. Okay, well, safe travels, and we're thinking about you. So, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. This guy.
Gonna save my money. Going to New York City. Gonna be the man I always thought I am. Gonna take my money. Gonna leave Kentucky. Gonna be the man I always thought I am. They say I'm West Man, that is the best place to be. Sunshine, blue waters, and plenty of open country. Good night, lady. I pray to Miss Kentucky. brain thought I was Robbie Fulks for a second,
I was just
but
gonna,
my fingers
right.
weren't.
The connection wasn't happening. I know.
My fingers went, we're not Robbie Fulks. What are you trying to do?
So Cynthia got to see him.
Oh, so jealous. So jealous. The man to see, Robbie Fulks.
He's the man, Robbie Fulks. So
Yeah,
much, so
I would
much
love to-
music, so little time.
I would love to hear Robbie Fulks do that.
Yeah, Robbie Fulks would be great on that song, but he probably has.
Probably just does his own songs, Robbie Fulks.
So the thing I want to recommend to some of you people is, and we've got to get a hard copy of Rodney Crowell's autobiography. It's not a total autobiography. It's a lot of recollections from when he was younger. Unbelievable storyteller. I highly recommend it. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm reading it for the third time. That's how good it is. Anyway, Rodney Crowell. There's an interesting dude.
Does Rodney Crowell surf? I wonder if Rodney Crowell surfs. Because if he did, he'd be interested in the surf report today. Because we've got beautiful weather out here at the State Beach at Carpinteria and tar pits and Sandyland and all up and down the coast over here. It's a good day to come out, get some sun, take the kids out, and get some good fun out there. And today's surf report, we got 1 to 2 feet waves, which is actually pretty good for Carpinteria. We got really no wind. It's coming out offshore 3 miles per hour, so just the tiniest of breezes. They say it's going to be in the high 60s today, but yesterday in Santa Barbara was 70 degrees. So that's a beautiful, beautiful day. That's why you come here, and that's why you live here, and that's why you're proud to say California, yay! And we've got high tide is at 7:56 p.m. and low tide, which is the best time to go look in tide pools and see if you have any little shells or all kind of little animals that hang out there in the tide pools until the tide washes them away, and you can't. They kind of migrate back and forth depending on how the tide is. Oh yeah, we got a long day today. At 7:25 is when sunset hits, and if it's anything like last night, it was a beautiful sunset with the nice blue water and the orange sky behind. Oh my goodness, how great it was. Hey, Spike. Hey, Ray. Hey, man, how you doing? I'm doing fine. It's a beautiful day, huh? Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day up here up top. And it's a beautiful day always for me and the Rays, because all we do is glide. And we glide, and we glide, and we glide up. We glide down, we glide this away, we glide that away. We just glide and abide. Just let everything slide. It's the Ray way, man. Yeah. That's really great, Ray. Yeah, man. I'm just so happy, hanging out there sometimes, talking to the friends, saying hi to Uncle Ray, the family, Aunt Ray. Oh, yeah. That's what the Ray way is like. On a day like today, if you get up high towards the top, you get it right up there towards the top, and boy, it's nice and warm because the sun's beating down on you. And then you look down and you go like, whoa, and you see your own shadow down there, man. You go like, whoa. Sometimes at the bottom of the ocean, let's say you're down there, and the bottom of the ocean is 30 feet down, and you go like, oh wow, and you just like for a second go like, whoa, and you go like, whoa. Whoa, 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 is that me? And then you look over and see, like, there's no Ray over there. There's no Ray over there. There's no Ray over there. But there's a shape of a Ray down at the bottom of the ocean. Must be me. Sun shining down. Oh, it's so nice. Wow, that's really interesting. That there would be a shadow ray out there. Yeah. Wow, a shadow ray. Wow. But isn't there a shadow spike? Yeah, I guess you're right about that. If I'm out there, there's a shadow spike out there. And I wonder what happens with a shadow spike. But he's never usually like 30 feet away like Shadow Ray. Yeah. Well, maybe if you went swimming. Yeah. Maybe you would look down like this. Look down with me. Hey, yeah, that's right. If I were swimming, I might see a shadow spike down at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. And Shadow Ray and Shadow Spike would just be hanging out, just like up here, like you and me. Yeah. I wonder what they would talk about. Yeah. Wonder if they'd talk about the same things. I wonder if they would look up at the top like this and go, "Hey, man, what's up with those beings up there that have the same shape as us?" Yeah, I wonder what they would do. That's what they would do, I'll bet. Anything, I don't know. Yeah, well, it's something to ponder. Everybody out there, just ponder the shadow versus the real self. The shadow versus the real self. That's really an interesting thing to think about. Yeah, I think you could buy like a journal in the bookstore that says, write stuff down about your shadow self. Yeah, what would your shadow self say? Yeah, you could do that. Buy it at the bookstore. Yeah, but there's one at the bookstore. If not, maybe there should be. Yeah. But you know what? You don't have to buy no fancy book. You could just get your regular book out. Buy a notebook for 99 cents at the drugstore or something. Yeah, they usually put them on sale at Staples right around school start time. Yeah, but it's not school start time, is it? No, it's not. Speaking of, hey man, I want to get back to my school, the School of Fish and the School of Ray, where all we do is glide around all day. The School of Ray. The School of Ray. Well, I'm going to go write about my shadow spike, and you guys all have a good week, and get out there in the sun where you'll definitely see your shadow today when the sun is anything but 12 o'clock. Have fun, everybody.
Those two just blow my mind sometimes.
Well, they give you a lot to think about.
They do. When they start getting into psychology, it's just like,
philosophy, psychology, parapsychology.
The self-help section of the bookstore, how do they even know that there is such a thing? That's what I want to know.
I wonder how they know that.
I don't know.
Have you been taking them to the...
No, but maybe they just picked up on the collective consciousness.
That's right.
That, surrounds all of us day to day.
That's right. People trying to better themselves.
Right, yeah, I know I do. I attempt to. Here's a nice little introspective song for everybody.
Let's see if we're in tune. When I was a cowboy, rode through the backyard, looking for outlaws, hound every tree. I aimed a 6-gun. I rode a stick .36 gun. The eyes of a child looking wild and free. And those games I played just faded away like some old cliche love songs seem like tried expressions till the day you came my way. Till the day you came my way. When I was an outlaw, I walked through the back streets looking for trouble. Trouble found me. I had my head on a faded jean jacket, both my eyes open, but I just didn't see those games I played just faded away like some old cliche love songs would just be tried expressions till the day came my way. Till the day came my way. But I am an old man rocking on that porch swing, watching cowboys and outlaws, boys like I used to be. But I look into your eyes, look into your smile, brought my heart open, made me the man I could be. Those games I played just faded away like some old cliche love songs were just tried expression till the day came my way. Till the day came my way.
Such a lovely, nostalgic sort of song.
Yeah, and it's on the, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can get that on Bandcamp, I think. But although I changed the words from when I used to play it.
Yeah, you changed them slightly.
I changed them quite a bit, actually, from that recorded version that was live back at
Oh yeah, from the Crooked Bar.
McCabe's Guitar Shop or
Oh, it
Crooked
was
Bar
McCabe.
or wherever.
Wherever
it was
it
one of
was.
those two. I can't remember.
Well, you're gonna put up what's coming up?
That's right. Hey, we got some stuff going on. Now, we've got a show with the Mac Tally Trip, Cold Spring Tavern, Saturday, May 17th. I'll be playing drums. That'll be fun.
That'll be really fun. I guess it has to be determined whether or not I'm playing.
Well, it depends. Laura has a thing, and if she gets it soon enough, she'll be able to play,
Yeah.
excuse me, accordion.
I have a weight restriction for my pacemaker.
Yeah, she's getting a pacemaker, so she for 30 days she won't be able to play accordion.
Right.
So if she
It's-
gets it done
it's-
right away, she'll be able to play.
Hoping to
If
get
she doesn't, she'll be able to play, I think in the works is a Soho show on June 17th, too. And that's a Tuesday night.
Sweet.
I haven't gotten the verification of that, but that will be the Mac Tally trip again for that one. Now, what are you guys doing, you might ask? June 1st, Sunday, Ardo Guthrie, Woody Guthrie tribute. Oh, look, ran out of room for Guthrie after Woody, but
Woody Guth.
all you need to do is say Woody, and everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yep.
Unless they watch Toy Story, and then it's a whole different thing.
That's right. And then, if they're really into Cheers, there's that whole thing.
All right.
But yeah, but we're going to do...
We're doing this train is bound glory, this train. This train is bound glory, this train. This train is bound for glory. We got to learn the words before June 1st.
I was saying this plane.
This plane. Well, and then we're also doing the we're doing the motorcycle song by Ardo Guthrie.
I don't want a pickle.
I don't want a pickle. I just want to ride my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Need to learn that one. We got some time.
Yeah, we got
some time.
Yep.
And then what was the other one by Woody Guthrie? Oh, California Stars.
Oh, yeah.
The Woody Guthrie lyrics that were used by Billy Bragg and Wilco. So that'll be fun. And we usually do, if you go to, now we won't sing it, but Mac Tally almost always does California Stars. That's a regular on the set list.
Yep.
So we'll be doing that one. So
Plus,
got
he
some
just
stuff.
added Cracklin' Rosie to the mix.
We've been practicing it. I don't want to promise to anybody.
Okay. Who knows? But it might happen. Bill Goodell says woodpecker. Yep. Woody the woodpecker.
That's right. So I guess there are more famous Woodies than
Right.
But to me, if you say Woody, I think Woody Guthrie.
What was it Woody Woodpecker he used to do? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing a very good impression, but that's what I remember about Woody Woodpecker. Speaking of which, my friend Melissa Mercy, not Mercy anymore, she's calling herself Melissa. Anyway, she has that kind of bird that lives a long time, like 20 years or
A
something.
parrot.
It's not really a parrot, it's white and it's... But anyway, her name is Cecily, and she can sing things, and guess what she's taught her how to sing? The Severance theme. Isn't that cool, you guys?
I can't figure out the Woody Woodpecker. I can't figure out what the Woody Woodpecker lick is.
It's kind of complicated.
Oh well, we don't need to do that.
So it's just a chord, but you're
Oh, it's
starting on
just-
the 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, what key are you doing it?
I was doing it in G.
Because that in jazz, you can hear people who use that lick. They might go like to start their solo.
Oh, they do? Oh, that's... Okay, well, this is getting to be kind of silly, but... That's why everybody tunes in, like Michael McNiven, for example. Just tuned in. It might be a cockatoo. God, I can't remember what its brand is. All I know is that her name is Cecily, and she's had her for like nigh on to 20 years. I mean, before her daughter was born.
Those live a long time, those birds.
Yeah, and she has her singing the theme for Severance, which I also need to figure out. Okay, enough of this. Can't spell. Right. Cockheel 2.
That looks like a French spelling, Michael.
Cockheel 2. Kind of like a provocateur.
Cockatoo.
Right.
Is a bird. I can't remember what the name for bird
Maybe
is.
it's a cockatiel that she is.
Cockatoo.
I don't know.
You would pronounce the L.
I'll figure it out. It's okay, Mike. You can be late. You've got lots on your plate right now. I don't think it's a macaw. I'll solve this by next week, though. But
Okay.
she just posted, like the
It-
beginnings of her learning how to sing the Severance theme.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, are we down to the last song?
I think we are. Have we
down
taken
to the
care of
last
all our
song.
business?
Yeah, did we announce? Yeah, we announced the Mac Charlie Trip show.
Yeah,
And we announced Songwriters at Play,
right.
June 1st. And then,
You mentioned the one at Soho,
Soho.
that might materialize.
which is Tuesday night. I think it's June 17th.
Yep.
So stuff coming up.
Always delightful to see you guys and hang out with you on our
Yes,
Sunday
for
morning.
this last hour. But we need to do one more song and get on the road. We're having brunch with Mac Tally.
Yep.
Speaking of,
We got a hot date with Mac
we're gonna
Tally.
go see him. Have some breakfast at the Farmer Boy. We got to make up there, Mike and Devin, for Niles, for a place that it's like 3 or 4 blocks long. Maybe it's 6 blocks. I don't know. But boy, the
Good
food
eating.
there, good eating. Skillets,
The skillet. My gosh.
Bronco Billies.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, Bronco Billy's. Although,
We
don't
did
know.
find a local pizza parlor. For you guys who are in the Santa Barbara area, our new one is
it's an African gray, Mike.
African Gray.
That's what she is.
Yeah.
Thank you for looking at it. Yeah. I knew I would know it if I saw it. Talk about your long-term commitment, I'll say.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what she is an African gray. Cecily. Anyway, so let's talk about pizza.
So we'll talk about pizza because Bronco Billy's, I think, was our all-time favorite pizza ever. Ever. Just so delicious.
Yeah.
So delicious.
Yeah.
And then, but we did find, if you're in Santa Barbara, and this is what found this place by accident because we went to a friend's birthday party, and we're going to go to another pizza place, and it was closed, so they got pizza from Uncle Rocco's New York style pizza.
Downtown Santa Barbara.
Downtown Santa Barbara on State Street. Little hole in the wall place. Oh my God.
Oh,
We've
my-
had pizza there 3 nights in a row now.
My dudes, as they say. Oh, my dudes.
Oh, and boy, an antipasta salad. Oh my gosh. So good.
Just like wolf it down. It's so delicious. The crust. And then you think they spread a little bit of
I think
Rose-
at
not
the end
rose.
they put a little oregano on the top.
oregano. Yeah.
Just-
I don't know. But
pop
then
it up.
you got it in the car. You want to just pull over to the side of the road and start eating it instead of taking it home.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, that's our pizza. And then my favorite next to that is Cadario.
Cadario is good. The Bronco Billy.
Bronco Billy is. Little Johnny's playing in the band. Little Johnny's up there with the big boys now. Everybody's giving him a hand. thanks everybody. This has been show 251 that we've done for you.
Season 6.
Always fun into season 6. You know, it's been interesting. We watched a documentary last night on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Which has done over 600, like almost 700 shows.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that was when the documentary was made. I don't know how long ago that was.
They're still going.
So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever make that many.
Yeah, I don't know.
For a weekly show. I mean, I think there's all these shows that do
And
every
they changed
single night.
Leadership and all that. But
yeah.
for the most part.
But anyway, 251 pales in comparison to The Simpsons, yet is a lot of shows.
It is.
That is a show. An average of 50 shows per year.
That would
that
be
we've
us.
been doing it.
Yep.
Going into the 6th year. We are the 3rd show just completed.
Yep.
Into the 6th year.
Yep. It's pretty incredible.
Crazy to think about.
We get as much out of it as anybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for the applause. And thank you, Bill, for coming. And
we'll see you next week.
We'll see you guys next week.
On the Dennis and Laura Pancake Breakfast Show.
Yep.
Enjoy. Once I push this button up here, this show